Hello, welcome to the Gearbox Factory. My name's Adrian and today we're looking at a 2002 Holden Clubsport. Now this vehicle uses a General Motors 4L60E transmission. Great little unit, lots of options available for upgrades, but we need to find out what's wrong with this transmission and what's needed to sort it out. Now I have a fair idea of what's going on with it from the owner's description, but let's just go through step by step what we do to confirm exactly what's wrong with it and to give the owner some recommendations. So let's get on with it. Now the first check I'm doing is just checking the fault code history of the transmission computer. I have our scan tool plugged into the OBD2 connector on the driver's side footwell. Now this brings up a history of any faults that have been logged by the computer. There's none showing for this vehicle. I didn't expect any because there was no check light on, but it's still good practice to do because sometimes there are certain faults that don't always bring up a check light. It's showing all clear, so next check's the oil level, so I'll just get it warm and then we'll check the oil level and have a look at that. The transmission fluid level is okay. The colour's not too bad on this. The oil smells quite burnt, so that's not a very good sign. We'll just put that dipstick back in and go through a quick test drive. So we're in a 2002 Clubsport. The owner's complaining of a slipping transmission, so we'll just take it for a test drive and confirm what the problem is before we pull out the transmission. Do a stall test in forward and reverse initially. Okay, so it does a stall test okay in both forward and reverse, so that's a good indicator for the low and reverse clutches. Let's okay, so there's his problem there. We're actually changing first to third gear with no second gear. That indicates that the band is probably broken or completely burnt out. That's quite a common problem on the 4L60 transmission. The band is a weak link, but we can upgrade that. Well, we're back in the workshop with our Holden. We've done all the checks we need to on this one. We've got burnt oil and we've got no second gear, so it's looking pretty terminal for this transmission. It's going to have to come out of the vehicle and be rebuilt. We'll be replacing the band and the high clutch with heavy duty components as a matter of course, but there's lots of other options and areas we can upgrade in this transmission. I'll speak to the owner and find out if he wants to do any of these other things. We'll probably recommend a shift kit. He indicates he drives it pretty hard, so the shift kit will improve oiling to different areas of the transmission as well as shift quality at higher RPM. But for now, we've got to get this transmission out of the vehicle and get it apart. So I'm going to get a tech straight onto that and we'll be back once it's on the bench.